Hey, what is going on guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back in our Fortnite video, and in today's video I'm going to be going into the best playstyle to have to win more games here for Season 9. I'm going to be talking to this gameplay and the playstyle that I had in this game, and also break down the really good plays I had and also the mistakes, and just show you guys what the best playstyle you guys need to have in order to win more games here in Season 9. And before we get into the video, I have a weekly V-Buck giveaway. I'm going to be giving away V-Bucks every single Friday, and if you guys want a chance to win some free V-Bucks, all you guys need to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and as well subscribe to my second channel. I post a ton of really good content on there, so make sure you guys do subscribe. Turn on my post notifications, and as well leave a comment down below of your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account. And if you guys would like to support me as a creator in the item shop, all you have to do is go over to the item shop, go into the bottom right hand corner, support a creator, and type in my code. My code is Young Humor. Type it in and you guys will have me support it as a creator. And alright guys, let's get right to the video. Alright, so in this gameplay, I ended up dropping 14 kills, so it is a relatively high kill game. And so in this gameplay, I had a pretty good playstyle. I didn't say I did everything perfect. So I'm going to be talking about everything that I did in this gameplay, and also I did have a little bit more of an aggressive playstyle. I challenged things that I would normally say not to challenge, just because I was going for the extra kill or two, and I'm going to talk about those plays and explain exactly why you shouldn't be going for something like that all the time, and if you do go for something like that, the chances of you winning drastically go down. So starting out, I did go straight for high ground, and from here, as you can see, the players were completely distracted on my teammate, which allowed for a pretty easy tag or two, and I was able to finish off both the players pretty easily. So those are the 2 kills that I got in Mega Mall. Basically, I went for high ground. In a second I went for high ground, they were completely focused on my teammate on the bottom, which allowed for a really easy kill. So I use the slipstream and I'm rotating over to Dusty Divot. And so from here, I'm basically just going to go straight for the challenge on the player in front of me. There's nothing really special to do. And I could have built it if I wanted to, but I decided just to go for the challenge since I already had my gun out. And I went for the challenge right away because I was really confident in my shot, and I felt like I was going to hit my shots either way. And for those guys who have a little bit, maybe not as good accuracy, if you feel like you don't have as good accuracy as you would like, you can also just build right away, and then from high ground with the other guys building up, try to make a play from there. But since he was already there in front of me and he wasn't building, I decided to just go for the tack shots. I did a ton of damage and got a really simple and easy kill. So I knew his teammate was up on the Dusty Divot because he was shooting at me earlier, so I was trying to figure out where he was, and I noticed this player is going to be below me, and as you can see, my HP really isn't that good. So from here, I'm trying to go for quick shots and quick edits, and really, of course, the best option is waiting for my teammate to come up, go for the challenge, and then of course when my teammate came up, it would have been the same exact play as in Mega Mall, that he would have got distracted on my teammate and I would have had a really easy kill. Besides, I just wanted to challenge that gunfight. I was going for a lot of quick and easy shots, trying not to be as predictable as I can, because if I was being really predictable, he would have just got a bunch of 20 or 30 damage shots on me, and he would have for sure had me killed because he had 200 HP and I was down to like 50 or so. So it was really easy for him to win that gunfight if he really wanted to. And since I got the knock on the first player, a lot of times when you get a knock on a player in a duo game or even a squads, most of the time their teammate is going to be going over to the teammate that you knocked, and they're going to be trying to go for a revive or whatever the case may be. So in this case, I did have a bunch of grenades that I used pretty much just to finish off the other player, and that's what I would also recommend having is, in that 4th inventory slot, having grenades, smoke grenades, dynamite, something like that, just for a scenario which I was just in. You get a knock, you want to make a quick push, and this can also be really good if someone's boxed in, just using dynamite or anything like that to your advantage, and just being able to just prevent them from getting off any sort of heals on their teammate, and also just break out their box and prevent, basically with this guy's doing fights, smoke grenades, it would be a very easy kill on this guy. I'm also being careful about his teammate because that's what he was trying to do, and usually what I recommend doing if you're going for a challenge if someone's in the box, really, because there's going to be a lot of teammates and a lot of third parties coming from different angles. So the best thing you can do is if you want to try to go for a play on the wall, either go for it right away, or if it might take a little bit longer to get their wall, then of course you might want to build around you to just prevent from other people shooting at you while you're trying to make a play. And for those guys who haven't watched my video that I dropped the other day, or if you haven't seen the it's pretty much you take the wall instantly from the other player. It's super simple. Basically how to do it is if someone has a wall, you get it down to like 20 HP or 10 HP, pull out your shotgun, shoot it, and the second you shoot the wall, you replace it with yours, and it works every single time. If you do it correctly, you're going to get the wall from them pretty much every single time, and by doing that, it's going to give you the wall to basically just go for an edit play, because they're going to be sitting there holding turbo build, and they're not going to expect you to get that wall. So the second you get the wall, you go for the edit, go for the quick shot. A lot of times you're going to be dealing a lot of damage right away, and if someone's boxed in like that, most of the time they're not going to have full HP, so it's going to be a very easy and quick kill if you are able to get the wall from them. So that's definitely something that I would recommend learning, and because it's just, I don't even know if they're going to really patch it soon, but I know it's definitely not meant to be in the game. But as far as in the game, I would definitely use it to your advantage. It could be very helpful for snagging people's walls easily, and the ping really doesn't matter. You could have higher ping and still be able to get it. So that's just something you guys have to learn since it's still in the game. And as you guys know, I normally just don't advise ever to be storm pushing like this, but I was playing really aggressive. I was going for a lot of kills, so I'm really careful, because once you're in the storm, if another player deals a ton of damage to you, you're pretty much screwed, because in this case I only had a campfire and it's very easy to shoot out. I didn't have any bandages. So if you're going for shots in the storm, you also want to keep in mind how far the zone is. So if you do take a decent amount of damage, are you able to at least get to the next zone? Or if not, make sure you're going for a third party, or making sure you're just not taking as much damage as you possibly can. Give yourself a harder angle to get shot at, and even if you get shot at, take a little bit less damage. So you really have to be even more careful if you are storm fighting, because any big shots on you damage wise is going to be very risky and can just really screw you over, because the second you get hit, you're not going to have any time to pop a bandage. Put a campfire down, it's going to get destroyed instantly, and at that point you pretty much just screwed yourself. So normally I wouldn't ever recommend challenging in the storm, but in that case I was going into a third party, and I just had a really easy couple tags on the players they were fighting, and I was able to get the kills on the player very quickly. So that's why I did go for the push. Normally I highly wouldn't recommend doing it, and by doing something like that, it really does cut the chances of you winning that game, because just doing something like that really isn't the smartest play, and I never recommend doing it. And when I mentioned earlier, when you're boxed in or you're going against someone like this, normally I would say build around you, but there's really a high chance I'm not going to get shot from any other direction, because there's not really any other angle to get shot at unless someone shoots me with a sniper rifle from like 150 meters, which I don't really have to worry about. And if someone does hit me from that distance, that range, then so be it. They hit that shot, but I'm not really going to bet on that and waste a bunch of materials building around me. And since the other player was going across, if I would have an M16, I definitely would have killed him. But since I did a lot of damage to him right there, I want to put the pressure on this guy as much as possible, because I don't want this guy to get off every single heal he has, and by the time I challenge, have 200 HP. So I'm pressing this guy as fast as possible, and as you see, I made a really nice shot, and that's a very good move to do, is when you're building up, and especially if you're just building up straight, they're just going to expect you 10 out of 10 times that you're going to be consistently building up straight. So if you build up straight, place a cone, place anything, they're going to expect you to be right in front of that cone. So if you back up a little bit and then go for a shot, they're going to be completely blinded to it, and it's going to leave a wide open shot, do 20 damage. And by doing that, it's really going to get them off your back, and they're not going to be trying to do anything else, because once you hit one shot like that, that's something they have to be worried about. So pretty much they're going to second guess themselves every single time they peek you, because they don't know if you're going to be running forward. They're going to peek over the side, peek over the back. So that's just something that could be very useful and something that I'd put into your game. So for me, since I'm more of an aggressive player, I'm usually just trying to run around and try to find where the next guy is, and then make the best position out of it. But since if you really would just want to go for a win or play a little bit smarter, then of course as soon as the zone comes in like it is now, go to like where the middle of the zone is, and really just trying to find the best positioning or best high ground in that zone. That's really the best option you can do. But for me, I always try to find gunfights and then have the positioning off of it, rather than having positioning first, because you always want to have positioning as much as you can in the gunfight. But of course, if you're playing a little bit more aggressive and want to go for a little bit more kills, you're going to have to give that up at the beginning most of the time. And one thing that I should have done is when I was building up, I should have connected it to more things, because anyone could have easily shot me out and I would have taken a ton of fall damage. So it really wasn't smart to just be on the only piece of wood. But of course in this game it did luck out for me. I didn't get shot from any other direction, but that's something I really should have done, and I had the mats to do so. Just really connect it to the bottom, make it a little bit harder to break, so if someone starts shooting it out, at least have a little bit time to make a play. And going into this gunfight, I should have went up one more layer. I should have went to the next highest high ground on him, because he would have to try to build up like just right there, and I would have already had high ground and had a better angle on this guy. But jumping right next to him also wasn't that bad of an idea. It would have been just a little bit better if I went high ground right off the start, but it still works out. I still was able to get the kill, and as well, this is the last guy that I'm fighting. Get one good tag on him here, and since he didn't touch me with his shotgun, I'm going to go right for the double edit and make the play on him. And if he would have hit me and I would have taken a little bit of damage from there, more than likely I would have just built up and try to get my heals off and not really worry too much by trying to go for that second shot when it's really a 50-50 gunfight. And with that being said, that's about for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys liked it, and if you guys could, make sure you guys do drop a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on my notifications to be notified for every single new video. And alright guys, I'll see you next video.